Hey everybody, Joel Pirate here. Welcome back to the Pirate Academy server. I'm working away at the old creeper farm here. First, actually, let me show you here just a thing real quick. I went over to the fortress this morning, and I got my stuff enough for another beacon. Visited the iron farm there, by the way. Oh, also went exploring in the end. And got myself some shulker shells. But yeah, I went over, got myself a beacon because I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what would really help dig out the creeper farm? Would be a beacon. I think that would be a fantastic idea. Because Jick had mentioned that he went over there last night to get himself some heads. And he went over there and he got himself some heads. And he then apparently decided to come over here. For the beacon that I gave him. He's paid me back with one. Dug out the chunk. Hopefully it's the right one. Now how about getting that creeper farm going, Jick? So yeah, Jick dug out the chunk for me. But I last night before he did this, I decided I'm going to make it 2 chunks wide. That way we can get more spawning spots in here. And to keep the non-spawnable area here, I'm going to go ahead and use leaf blocks. I've also got to, by the way, Jick, I got to take this down one more on the sides. I don't have to take it down one more on the sides. I was just thinking of doing it just for prettiness. Oh, by the way, Jick did go ahead and light up all the caves for me too, and he found a spider spawner. Probably get rid of that. But yeah, I've got to go ahead and fill this all in with some sand here. Let's let me take you on a little ride here. I got my elytra on. Yes, I do. Ow. There we go. Go over here to the island. We'll be able to take a look at this from way up above. It is almost all the way. Here, let's go way up. There we go. It is almost all the way grown in with grass. I'm gonna say it's about. Yeah, I think it's about there. Actually, there may be a couple of. Yeah, there's a couple places that aren't completely grown in with grass, but for the most part, it is. So I'll be able to start working on the golf course here pretty soon. And I brought some other trees around. I got some dark oak growing there, or it has already growed, because I'm going to start building huts and things. But yeah, creeper farm, because we've got the elytras on now, everybody wants the creeper farm going so we can fly around just like I'm doing right now. I used all of my gunpowder to make all these rockets. And I got a few stacks, but not near enough. So, yeah, I've got to get to work filling this thing in. I'm going to go, actually, that reminds me, I need to go get my sponges, because I think sponging this is going to be a lot easier, too. Can I land it? That was pretty close, anyway. I was trying to land on the mushroom. Ooh, that's another ender golf thing we can do. You can land on the things. Ooh, we're going to get good at this. All right, kids. I'm gonna go get some sponges, and then maybe, hopefully, that thing will be dug out by the time we come back. We'll see. Welcome back, kids. Jick has been busy. He needed some netherrack, so apparently he's gonna dig out our nether hub for us. That's fine by me. That's less work I gotta do. Let's take you over to the thing here. I want to show you a couple things real quick on the way while we go that way. I'm just going to shut that off if you don't mind, dog. I'm talking to the people. Do you mind not playing with your ball right now? It's kind of loud when you do that. Thank you very much. Set myself up a interchange here. Almost said intersection, but it's an interchange. You can just right-click from cart to cart depending on where you want to go. And I'm going to head over to the stronghold real quick. I want to show you guys something that Voodoo Beard came up with. And yeah, I figure if you're not planning to return by cart, please send the cart back. You can push the button. There's enough powered rails there. It'll go all the way to the end. Like if you're going to go to the end and you're going to do some XP farming or whatever, and then you pop back through the portal, well, obviously you're going to wake back up in your bed, right? You're not going to be here to take the cart back. So, yeah, but we are going to take the cart back. So I want to pop through here real quick. We have gotten, Voodoo Beard, I should say, has, let me just turn some sound up. Dog, I'm talking to the people. Do you mind? Dog's playing with cats. we've got an Ender Trader here. This is a command, or is it a command? I think it's a command. Anyway, this is a deal he came up with to where we can trade for items that you could get in the end. So instead of like flying around for thousands and thousands and thousands of blocks trying to find end cities that are going to increase the size of the world, and then poor old Joe the Pirate's got to pay more for the server. We've got Ender Trader. Right now, we're working on the trades here, by the way, but this is just kind of a basic thing. These textures, by the way, aren't right. Bat head and 6 leather for an elytra. Creeper head and 5 purple blocks gives you a shulker shell. That's the one that that creeper head is too expensive for that shulker shell. We're thinking of making it heads, but with emeralds instead, and then you're going to end up with actually shulker box and maybe 2 or 3 of them. But it won't be a creeper head. It'll just be a regular head. The petrified pufferfish and bottles gives you dragon's breath. And skulls give you dragon head. This one, I think we're going to leave this one just the way it is. Enderman head, because those are going to be hard to get. And eggs gives you a dragon egg. I think we'll leave that trade exactly the way it is. Because, yeah, I think once we get building an ender farm, we're going to use ooh, did I leave anything important over here? Nope. When we build gold farm and such, you know, we're gonna need to break bedrock, and I've only got 6 dragon eggs from the fight. Hi, little guy, how you doing? You gonna hang out? Okay, now that is, hey, can you look over here? Thank you. Say cheese. Oh, thumbnail. Dog, I'm talking to the people. Jeez. Dog is, well, he's becoming violent with the cat. Sorry about the noise there, kids. Here, let's go this way here. Let's turn that back down because it's loud. Okay, and go that away. See how easy that is? So simple. I need to make minecart breaker thingies for some of these minecart tracks. Because we were all going over to the stronghold there, and there was like piles of minecarts. There was just piles and piles of them. Excuse me while I take a drink. I have made a considerable progress over here at the the dig site, if you will. And I worked this morning for a couple of hours on my creative world, and I did come up with a design. A very good design, by the way, for the creeper farm. Now, we didn't need 2 chunks, as it turns out. The creepers will all spawn in 1 chunk, so that will work out well. The other chunk it'll just be kind of empty space, if you will. We will need to take part of it. Here, let's go and go back up. Thank you. We will need to take part of the chunk for the kill mechanism. And I have completely changed the design of the farm to boot. So let's run over here real quick. I was originally going to have like 2 strips that went the length of the thing here. See, all done. I was originally going to have 2. Hey, that was a good shot. 2 lanes that went all the way along here with magma blocks that the creepers would land on and then die. Well, see, what I'm going to do is we're going to turn this into an active farm. It's going to be an XP farm. Plus, we will be able to get those creeper heads. Mwahaha, mwahaha. But I've got to, now that I have completely dug this all out, or rather, Jick dug this one out. I dug that one out, right? No, backwards. Skip that. That's the spider spawner. No, that was right. Yeah, this is the one that Jick dug out. That's the one I dug out. I'm trying not to hit my cats, which cats are a very important part of this here farm. What is going to happen is there is going to be, I'm going to need way more than that. Let's take some of this. This is going to be a water trough. And what is going to happen is we will have... Let's just go over here. These 2 halves, if you will, this half and that half, will be floor level here. Cats will be parked about there and about there. So there'll be 2 cats on each side. Yes, you can do the math. I only have 3 cats. Don't worry. I know how to fix that. So we'll have 2 cats on each side, and then when the creepers spawn in, they're going to be like, oh, damn, a cat, and then they're going to run into the water trough. They're going to get pushed down into this away. And then right about in here, there's going to be an elevator that's going to take them up about 20 blocks. And then it's going to deposit them right about there. They're going to land on some hoppers. They're going to have just enough health that a person can stand here with a sweeping edge sword and looting and whack away at them. And then their items will go into a chest, which will be parked about here or so. Yeah. And I think that is our spider spawner right up there. Now, I was doing some testing on this. Now, if we can get the player about 25 blocks above the farm, we get some really good spawns in here. Now, that's about that far, that spider spawner. So if we can drop those spiders down, I don't know if there's enough room there to drop them completely down or not. Yeah, I don't think that's enough of a drop to kill spiders. So we may just have a passive thing where the spiders will track to the player and then die on cactus. So we'll have a AFK string farm while we have our active creeper farm here. Now, see, down here, when you're using the creeper farm, you'll be out of range of that. But if you want to AFK for a while, because you will need to get out of range of this thing for a little, for a hot minute while the entity cramming works its wonders. But yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit more of this built, and then when we come back, kids, hopefully we will be closer to launching it. So hold tight. And we're back. So I've got some stuff going on here. By the way, have y'all ever heard that expression that it's tougher than herding cats who are trapped? Yeah. Let me steal you real quick. Yeah, cats are not easy to herd. But they, it is actually kind of easy to put them onto a chest, if you will. You were right there is where you go. So yeah, so I got the cats sitting on the chests here, and what that's going to do is that, if the player does take any damage or anything, then the cats won't teleport to you, because they kind of like insta sit as soon as they get onto a chest. They just stay there. And the carpets are here to prevent spiders from spawning. Spiders need a 3x3 area. Well, they don't have it because of these carpets. The carpet keeps interrupting their spawning space. That also includes over the edge here. So if this carpet wasn't here, then there would be, 2 blocks across here plus that one, which, they could theoretically spawn. I need blocks. That will work. This and 2 slabs, please. Actually, we'll put 3 just because, for giggles. Okay, I'm going to try and get this cat up here. All the cats are fully growed. And would you get up here, please? Get up here, kitty cat. Come on, you're coming. Yay! Sit. Perfect. And stay. Doom. Sunk right down. Nice. Okay. Yeah, putting these cats in here is probably one of the easiest things. You may also notice that I have changed up the look a little bit. It is an expensive farm. I have raided all of my iron supply. Plus, I've even gone back to the spawn and cleaned out the chests over there. Not all the chests. We have like bulk storage. I didn't touch those. I just got what was in the farm already. Although I may have to go back and play with the deep storage. Sorry, guys. I'll AFK for more iron, I promise. Okay, so what's going to happen here? Those ladders are temporary. They will be replaced with signs, but there will be a water tube here that is going to go up 20-ish or so blocks. And then there will be a wall of glass that separates this water from this block of air. And actually, you, sir... no. Wait. Give me back. I want you... You need to be back and down. That is where you need to be. Yes. Because the drop chute is only 2 wide. That's why I had the slabs there. That's it. Okay, because now you see you're up on the slabs, and the creepers, you whack away at them with your sword, and they can't see you. Well, they can see you, but you're not gonna have an eye line to them. So yeah, you're safe. Did anything fall in there? No. And then, of course, we got chests there for all the loot. I have got to go through here and put in gobs of glass, a bunch more water. Water is going to be... Okay, I do have my water source blocks. That's good. I'm going to need those. In fact, let us set up a temporary thingamajigger here. There we go. There we go. Because yeah, that whole thing, that 4x4 tube has to be completely all 100% source blocks, and then I've also got to have water down in here in this trough. Now, I have tried this trough 3 deep, and I have tried it 2 deep. 2 deep, they occasionally jump up and get out, but 3 deep, they don't want to jump down into it, so they just kind of run around trying to stay as far away from the cats as possible. So yeah, 2 deep is what you want. Even though some of them will, you know, like there'll be a water source block here. Okay, they'll be able to swim up and kind of jump back up on like that, and they do. But then they see the cat, and then they jump right back down in the water. It's all very technical, but let me go ahead and ooh, hey, zoom. Ooh. Cats on a box. All right, I'm going to get some more work done here, and I think I'm going to have to go visit the iron farm because I am not going to make it on 39 blocks. So y'all hang tight. We'll be right back. Ooh, that's the perfect place for a block right there. Yes, I think I will do that. This is the really tedious part of the whole thing. But luckily, since it's a 2x2 space, infinite source blocks for the win. I thought about filling it up with ice, and then just breaking it out like that. But you know, by the time I go back and go back to spawn and grab some ice, I can just make the dang thing and be done with it, or I can just do it this way and be done with it, I should say. And I got yeah, a little bit of room to go here. You know what? We'll suspend activities here for the moment because I want to take you on a little tour. Oh, by the way, I did go through and replace this floor with packed ice. I don't know that it's going to help, but I did it anyway. Being as it's going to be under or in the farm, you're never going to see it anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it's iron. But yeah, so here's the thing. I put these trapdoors down, and I will slab over the top of them, of course. But yeah, creepers are going to spawn here. They'll be like, oh crap, a cat, and then they'll run into the water stream. And even if you don't touch your controls, the water stream's obviously pushing you to where you want to go. But they're going to be bobbing up and down here, and then they're going to eventually come to this area and they'll swim up because, you know, they don't want to drown. And then they'll go through the drop over there. Let's pop over there. I've got that just about. I think that actually this is all buttoned up here. I just got to get the water the rest of the way up. Yeah, and you'll stand here, obviously, and see, you don't even have to jump, man. That's awesome right there. And then whack away with them with your sword. I did go ahead and change those 2 blocks back there. They were glass. I've changed them out to iron just because somebody's going to whack them with their sword, and I don't want them water all over the damn place. That would create one hell of a mess. Let's see. I died. Full disclosure here. I was flying in here from the Mushroom Island, and I hit the top of that sucker at full speed. Excuse me. Took me like 5 minutes to pick up all my junk. Yeah. And yeah, I got plenty of slabs, so I should be able to slab the top of this thing up without too much problem. And I don't know. I'm going to have to do part of it and check the light levels. It should be a 0 light level in there. With just these slabs, but I may have to go through and put a block on top of it and then the slabs. I don't know. Not exactly sure how that's going to work out. Yeah, as long as we don't have anything, any spawnable blocks above Y15, we'll be in good shape. The whole point of building this so low in the world, kids, was, yeah, if you build things below Y15, or rather, if the only spawnable blocks are below Y15 and there's nothing above it, then the spawning algorithm works twice as fast. So we'll get we'll be able to reach mob cap a lot faster. So you will have to do a lot less AFKing. You could probably AFK. Oh, I need to put in my AFK platform too. I will put it up at about that spot there, I think. But yeah, we should be able to hit mob cap within just a couple within just a couple minutes, especially considering most of the caves around here have been lit up. Jick did a bunch of caving. I've done a bunch of caving. Yeah, and the only spawnable spaces are going to be those in there. So this thing should work pretty fast. I'm going to go ahead and get this water finished in here and get that slabbed up. And I think when we come back, we'll be ready to turn this sucker on. May even bring the camera account in so you guys can see the thing in action. So y'all hang on tight, and we'll be able to button this thing up. Well, it's working. It is definitely working. It's also a bat farm, apparently. There have been plenty of bats spawn in there. I will switch over to my camera account real quick, and you can take a look, see what's going on inside here. Here we go. Yeah. So, yeah, you can see plenty of bats are spawning in there. But creepers are doing their thing, and kitty cats are doing their job. Holy cow. Let's see if we can maybe get some more to spawn in here. I have looked around, and there are a lot of these caves have been lit up. There is a ravine over there that may be causing us a little bit of a slowdown, but for the most part, yeah. See, there goes one, and whoop, right into the water. Nice. So yeah, we'll switch back over to the other one real quick. Yeah, so I got a nice, tidy little sum of dudes down there here. I'm messing with AFK platforms. I think the top one is the one I'm going to keep. But yeah, there's a fair few creepers here. I don't know if this will give me a good number. It says 25. I think there's more than that here. But sweeping edge, for the win, and look at all that free XP. Woo! Yeah. And gunpowder. Yay. There's another half stack of rockets right there. Awesome. All right, kids. I think I'm going to sit here and just farm gunpowder for a few hours. How's that sound? I'm going to do that. And when we come back, well, actually, no. When we come back, it'll be the next video. Because I'm going to call it quits for today. Because I've had... Oh, stupid elytra. I have had so much fun that I'm going to just sit and farm creepers for the rest of the day. Do me a favor, kids. Hit the like button if you like. Subscribe if you're new. And if you are new, please introduce yourself down below in the comments. I would love to meet you. Yeah, creeper farm. Woo! Yeah. Later, kids.